Again, welcome back. As I, Dr. Bosky, and I've got another little helper script for you out there. So one of the common problems that we have, especially with people new to the engine, is that they will name their files the same thing in different asset directories. And what happens is that there's some magic under the hood, which I don't have full access to, but the gist of it is that when the engine converts a file, whatever that is, a bullet, an enemy sprite, it then has to do material mapping, shader mapping, a bunch of other stuff that I don't fully understand. And what can result is that the engine will get confused on what to do with your asset. So sometimes it'll take the last asset touched, depending on where it's at in the directory, and it'll convert it for that. Sometimes you'll see bugs or errors. In general, the rule of thumb is never have the same name for assets in any of your directories. So always have, if you're doing a bullet, then your bullet should be named different than your enemy sprite. So a lot of people, when they first start, they want to say, oh, this is the bullet for the enemy, so we'll name exactly the same thing. And again, the engine gets confused. So normally in Windows, you can't name things the same. You can't name files the same in the same directory. So that's not a problem. You kind of got some cork on the fork there, if you will. And so this is just extending that logic there. So anyways, I basically worked with ChatGPT a little bit here, worked through making a script, and the general gist of it is it creates a bat file. And that bat file is find duplicate file names.bat. And what you're going to do is you're going to take, I'll put a link in the description. You want to then download this. You'll probably need to run it as an administrator because it's a bat file. It's executing. It's my script, so I wouldn't sweat it too much. In terms of there's no, you can open it up and see there's nothing crazy sophisticated going on in this thing. So if you want to open this up and take a look at it, you can. This is what it looks like. In general, there's some configuration bits. There's some cleanup stages here. And what it's looking to do is it's looking to essentially go through, it creates a list of all the assets that it finds. Then it looks to parse those asset paths and asset names to look for duplicates. And then it checks to see if it finds the duplicate. It'll report that along with the file itself. And then it goes through and loops through that. And then it's going to write you a little debug text file that you can use to track down your assets. And yeah, that's the gist of it. So, and then in ChatGPT's words, this is basically the version of that. So you can pause it there and read that. Okay. So then what you want to do, download this thing. You're going to take this bat file and you're going to put it in your project directory. So in our case, I have backups of the directory. Always, but I feel confident enough. So in DBK, that's for Interstellar 1. So you can see I already ran a series of other tests here. So, and then you're going to basically copy your .bat file into your gain top root directory, and which you will find, by the way, in Documents, Bulu Studios, Games, and then this is going to be your project name here. So, and then you're going to basically double click. You should have a command prompt that shows up. You don't have to do anything. Just wait. It's a lot of files. We're waiting. This is on my Core i9 in my 3060 card. So it did finish, and then it produced a number of files in the directory here. So so the bat file. So you have the temp text for that, and then you have the debug text, and then here is a .sorted file that that feeds the debug text. So what you want to do is take a look here. You want to open up the find duplicate file names temp text. Oh wait, that's not it. But that's here. So this is the temp text. This is giving you your full directory of all the assets that I went through. So you can see in our case, there are 2,830 assets that it went through. So we've got a fairly big chunky project. So since we shipped a commercial game, that is an hour long to play. So, and then what you want to do is you open up the find duplicate file names debug.txt, I think is it. There we go. All right. So I could probably name that a little more effectively. And then here you'll see it found only 4 across my whole project. It checked 2,830 assets, so I thought it was useful to have. And then here you can take a look here where it says, okay, duplicates for Skull Fire.png. So the first part here up to the comma is the asset path. Both of them are asset paths, so you can open up a Windows file explorer, copy that asset path in there, and then Skull Lord Fire. So it's this guy here, and then it will show you what the other path is that it found. So even I have issues. Try not to break our rules, but development can be fast and furious, and sometimes we mess these things up. Okay, here's the other path in which the asset is the same. So, and it's Skull Lord Fire. So here I can already tell. So this one is in my enemies sprites directory. So we have essentially this. We did a version of this fire effect here. And then I can also say that also in the bullets directory, then we have Skull Lord Fire here. So I will eventually clean these up, but this is how you put the results of the script into action. And you basically hunt down your stuff. Of course, keep in mind that when you start changing your asset files, always check first. Don't just wholesale remove everything unless you know what you need. So this isn't a magic script. You can't go backwards, right? So always back up your projects. Always make sure that you debug your project structure in a way that is safe. And you should always be backing up your files. Okay, I hope that is super helpful. I will put the link in the description. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And we'll see you all next time.